Now, my intro class already knows this, that I have had the opportunity, I've been blessed, and I want to give you just a little background of this program. And the reason I'm going to give my little talk, and if you've heard it before, you're going to hear it again. But I went back to my notes for 2001 and 2002 and said, what was the presentation? When I came here in 2001, one of the major benefits is I was able to teach the intro class. The intro class is something called the gatekeeper. You got to make sure you have fun, but by God, you better understand it's still work. And so I went through my notes and looked at a couple of things, and what we are this year, and my talk's going to be on the year first. This may be our second all-event meeting, and a number of people are missing because of class and work and the situations that are around. But even on the second one, we got to improve. Tonight, we did Skype. Maybe it didn't work. We'll try it again. In my econ class, in the intro class, we talked about the concert that maybe failed, maybe didn't fail. But it was a whole new perspective. And so you've got to take that chance. Thanks to my student assistant, Malcolm Hubbard, what did we do that, 2 days ago? 2 or 3 days ago, we rolled out the ESPM alumni, student, Northwood, Midland website or Facebook, and you know how good I am on this stuff. It's beautiful, but as I said, it's a work of art. It's growing, but it's out there now. If you hit like, you identify as a student of the program you're in. What I want to do, what we hope to do, what the department really wants to do, is start something I promised every graduating class, is the unity of the alum to the industry. Okay, with that said, I'd like to tell you, many of you probably do not know very much about me. Matter of fact, I don't know much about me. But here's what I do know. I had the opportunity, after being a Mr. Mom and getting fired from that job, of having the greatest job in the world offered to me. My wife said, you're fired, you can no longer take care of our daughter, because I wasn't doing much. And I'm sitting in Scottsdale, Arizona, and she said, get a job. And she made the fatal mistake of not telling me where and not telling me how much money I'm going to make. And again, you've heard it tonight, the network. One call, and a gentleman at Wynn State College in Nebraska, Dr. Ralph Barkley, says, Mike, I got some good news and some bad news. What do you want first? I'm depressed, I'm looking for work, I want the good news. He says, you can come and be a graduate assistant, and get another master's program, and work in something, help us credit something called the sport management program. I said, that sounds intriguing. He said, you want to know what it pays? I said, sure. $500 a month. Now I'm in Arizona, that's Nebraska, and it's $500 a month. I said, well, and that's good news? He said, now I want to tell you the bad news. It was Thursday morning. He said, school starts Monday. So I took a little U-Haul and went to Wayne State. At Wayne State, I was there from 96 to 2001. But when I left, I served 2 terms on the faculty senate. I was enrolled in a PhD program at the University of Nebraska, and you won't believe 2 of the courses. They were on the web. Folks, you got to understand, the internet and web delivery outside of academia only rolled out in 93 and So let me tell you about some of my PhD courses. One term I took 3 courses on the web. I got 2 A's and a D. I've never worked so hard for a D in my life. And what it was the web and courses were developing. Of course, I didn't know anything about the web, and they had rules for grading that I thought were, imagine, I want to argue with somebody. And so we argued, and the professor and I didn't see eye to eye, and he gave me a D. Okay? So what? Because I was contacted by a school called Northwood University in 2000. They created a program called the ESPM program, Entertainment, Sport, and Promotion Management. What I'm about to say drove me here, and that is, it was intriguing that you're combining entertainment and sport. Came here in 2001. The power of the university is phenomenal. We changed the total curriculum in the summer. Now, I'll say it again. The curriculum that you're seeing is a hybrid of the work of 3 various chairs, one in Florida, Dr. Dennis Bechtel, a gentleman in Dallas, a gentleman named Jack Fagan, and myself, with the administration. We delivered, and here's what we had. We started an entertainment sport program on 3 campuses with 3 philosophies. Dr. Bechtel is unbelievable. He is well regarded, well published. He is very integral in NASA. His was more on an academic direction philosophy. Mr. Fagan in Dallas was more on active participation, off of theory, and mine, I guess, or what we try to do here is probably a hybrid, doing both. But the program is what counts. And I went over my notes, and some of you it's going to be repetitious, and some of you I'm going to update it, but it does count. Why do you want this program? Now, there's lots of great programs out there. Northwood has tons of them. And if you like accounting, economics, marketing, we've got the program. But the thing that attracted me to this program is this. In 96, 98, research indicated that there was going to be a change in the future. And many of you students have heard it, and you're going to hear it again. And that change was going to be phenomenal compared to what I knew when I was your age. And what they said was the statistics when I graduated from college, that you were going to go into the labor force, you were going to either be, like we have here, an entrepreneur, start a business, or you'd go with a large corporation. You may switch, probably not, but in that corporation, you would switch titles, positions, 5 to 7 times in your lifetime. What was unique to what I had and what the forecasters said was that students in the future, 2000 and beyond, are going to face other challenges. And what the challenges were this: you're going to graduate from college with a degree. That degree is going to put you into the workforce. You also are going to change titles 5 to 7 times. But here's the neat stuff. Unlike me, you are going to change professions 2 to 4 times. And if that's not enough, half the professions you're going to switch to do not exist today. With that, you can see why I was intrigued. What type of program offers tools, character, you, that gives you the potential of delivery in this new millennium. And when I thought about it, this is it. Because what is our product? We sell the invisible. Where's our money come from? Discretionary income. We're the last dollar in the wallet. We have a product that absolutely no one needs. But if we do our job right, everybody wants it. With that said, then I say, okay, sport and entertainment, the applications are there. My intro class, they now know this business is unique, both entertainment and sport. And it's unique from other businesses in 3 ways. We've talked about revenue, we've talked about marketing, we've talked about jobs. And folks, it exists. We talked about the impossible, the invisible. And folks, if you want to know invisible jobs that exist today, talk to my intro class. Invisible jobs and professions that did not exist, and now you can get a degree in. The other thing we talked about, can you get jobs in this market? Can you get jobs in this industry? Who's in my intro class? Anybody? Can you get jobs? Yeah. Based on history. They've been here 2.5 weeks, they don't want to come to class anymore. But what did we do? We looked at job growth from a historic perspective based on D1 athletics. We can look in other areas, but essentially we got a lot of ground covered, and I have a lot of stories I have to tell. But the unique thing is, folks, the technology can be added and can come and go. Those are tools. But we're in the people business. And by God, if you don't pay attention to yourself, nobody's going to help you. We give you tools, the character's up to you. You heard them talk tonight. Practicums, interns, networking. Those opportunities create an opportunity for you into the field. Now tonight, as I said, Malcolm and I had a few issues on creating this Skype. First issue, how do you spell it? It took him a week to convince me how to spell it. How do you use it? I wouldn't even go there. But we didn't have enough people today to Skype. Technology, Facebook. I went to my Facebook and I said, I need help. And what you see started at 1 o'clock this afternoon. And they are you. They are Northwood ESPM alum. And they graduated with this program with honor. The end result of this is, as you've seen tonight, there are jobs in sport and in entertainment. But the magic, and I didn't have time tonight because it's a short meeting I want to introduce, is what students are doing once they leave and they decide to go elsewhere. And unbelievably, those generalized tools they learn, that issue of customer service, that issue of doing it a little bit better than anyone, is paying dividends for. With that said, it runs the gambit. We've got people in private, their own businesses. We have alumni in sport industry. We have alumni in Fortune 500 companies. Some of the ones I didn't get a chance to talk tonight is a young lady that was an executive assistant with Nickelodeon. She's now in LA working on a 24-hour 3D television channel. And like she said, she's never had so much fun in her life. We have another gentleman that is now the head of the United States Adult Soccer Association. We have him in golf. I've got one student looking for rodeo. I'm not going to help unless I get to ride one of those broncs. One time. But the end result is what was said in 2001, what was said in 2002, have maybe changed a little, but that little is only going to add to the opportunities of the future. If we look at entertainment and sport, we talk about sport being a component of life, the nation. Is it a reflection? Maybe, maybe not. But if you can understand this one, and you understand that the more you get out there, and you understand the power of giving to a network, the more you give, the more you get back. If you understand the commitment of an obligation, and you don't ask for a pat on the back, but you just perform, you will be rewarded. And so what I would just like to say is welcome to a new year. And then I want to announce one more thing. I have been waiting for this so long. It's sickening. Everybody has to have anniversaries, right? This program should have an anniversary. Well, we're going to start one. Because as of my seniors that graduate in December, they will become part of the first decade of graduates. Our first graduates were in 2003. 2001, December, we'll finish it up. And so next year, starting 2013, is a one-year celebration of not only the connecting of alum, the connecting of students to the alum, but the expansion and the embracing of let this place grow. We've had good times, bad times. We've lived in recessions in this state until I'm sick of it. We've been called every name of the book by every other 49 state, and yet we're coming back like everybody else. That said, the jobs are there. My door is open. Preston said his is open. We're here to help. If I can help you guys in any way, that's what we're here for. That's why we get paid the big bucks. Right?